Hi, this is Billy D. Please like and subscribe.
Cascade Hoops Talk, bringing the world NAI basketball one podcast at a time. Morning, this is Billy D. Today we're going to take you to Corban University, home of the Warriors. It's located just south of Salem. It's in the Cascade Conference. We drove down there. As you can see, it's in a beautiful wooded area. It's up on the side of a hill. You'll see more of that here in a moment. They have some beautiful athletic fields there. They've made quite an investment in NAI athletics. To get to the gym, you drive up a big hill because Corban University is on the side of a hill and the gym is at the top of the hill. When you get there to the top, you get to the parking lot. There it is, C.E. Jeffers Center, Sports Center. I've been to many basketball games there, always great games. This university has a proud athletic tradition. Look at the banners. They have a significant commitment to their student athletes. And you walk in that gymnasium and it is loud. They have just a great student section there. There's about 900 undergraduates. They have a wide and deep offering of degrees at this university. And they have, as you can see, just a plethora of athletic opportunities for both men and women. The university is a mixture of new, beautiful buildings and some older, historic buildings. The whole thing is on the side of a hill. Everywhere you go on campus, you're walking up and down stairs. And as you can see, it's just kind of an idyllic atmosphere there on that side of the hill. They're just south of Salem. Really enjoyed our time there. Last season, 2011, Corban University, 15-7 in conference. Of course, they've lost Masi Mohammadi, Mateo Eschek, and then Darius Henderson, one of the best big men in the conference. But Taylor Kelly, he's a great coach. He's putting together another good team. And let's take a listen to Coach Taylor Kelly.
Hey, Cascade Hoops Talk, Billy D. I'm here in Salem, Oregon. Beautiful Corban University. You saw the videos and the pictures. This place, Taylor, it's like nestled up in the woods. I think we described it as an old Bible camp up in the woods, right?
Yeah, for sure. We definitely have the Christian summer camp feel, but we love it. We love where we're at.
Yeah, it's beautiful up here. And you see the pictures and all the videos. Also, you saw the brand new soccer field that's down there below. Corban's made a big investment in athletics recently. Talk about, you've been at Corban now. This is your third or fourth season going into?
Heading into my fourth season.
Heading into your fourth season. So for you, in your words, what is Corban basketball?
Well, Corban basketball for me is a place where, one, I just think you're going to get a fearless and a relentless attack as far as on the court. But I think bigger than that, you're just going to hopefully get a group of guys that represent who we are as a Christian university and a Christian institution. You're going to get a group of guys that are trying to represent and just glorify our God as best we possibly can by the way that we compete, the way that we play every single night, and hopefully how we represent and with integrity and just with kind of like that fearless approach to competition. And so, I hope that's what everybody would feel and see when they see us get out there and compete.
You know, while we were touring around, ran into one of the professors who works with your students, talked about how well they were doing, how good of students your players are as a rule. What does that mean to you to hear that?
It means everything. I mean, this year we have some of the foundational pieces that are going to be seniors this year who are the exact representation of everything that we want to be as a program and how we interact at the university, how we compete when we go out and play, and just the difference makers that our guys are going to be whenever they leave this place. And so, I mean, guys like Taylor Anderson, Reese Van Lierop, Josiah Roth, Colin Warmouth, Dirk Heller are guys who have been instrumental in our program getting to where it's at. And it's way more than what they're doing on the court. It's just who they are as men and who they're becoming. And man, I'm excited about those guys getting ready to just leave it on the line in every way this year, because man, there's not a better group of seniors that I could send out than those guys. I love those guys a lot.
You know, Taylor, you were talking about playing hard, and every time I see you, I tease you about, looks like you have 3 rules: play hard, and play hard.
Yep.
I mean, your guys get after it. They play 94 feet for 40 minutes. You know, just how do you instill that within your team?
Well, I think what we do is we just try to do it every single day. So if we step into the weight room, we want to give great effort. We want to show passion about what it is that we're doing. We don't want to go through the motions. When we step onto the practice court, we want to genuinely compete as hard as we possibly can, and as smart as we possibly can. And I tell the guys, like, the people who come to watch you play, they want to be inspired by your effort.
Yeah.
Like, you want to leave with a lasting impact of, like, man, those guys played so hard.
Yeah.
And that is what ultimately brings the people to come watch and cheer and be super excited about what it is that you're doing. It's not because you're, like, special as a human. It's because, like, you're willing to put in an effort that is inspiring. And so we try to put that out in the forefront of our guys and really, like, instill that in just with everything that we try to do every single day. And so, and then we also try to create an environment where the guys can trust that they're valued as more than just basketball players and what they bring to the, and so they're capable of, like, giving their fullness to it, because there's vulnerability in that, right? Like, what if I give everything I have and it's not reciprocated? And so we really try to create an environment where, like, guys know that, like, they're valued tremendously as men before as players, and because that, hopefully they feel like they can invest themselves deeply enough to actually give their best.
No, I agree 100% that we have to see the athletes as people and humans and students first, and then basketball players second. I absolutely agree. I have a question. You talked about Taylor Anderson and then Colin Warmouth. How do you pronounce his last name? Warmouth. He's out of Roseburg.
Yep.
Taylor's out of Grants Pass. But those are 2 guys. They're both seniors this year. And when we talk about playing hard, playing the Corban way, I mean, those guys are they're the prototype.
Yes.
Is that kind of what you're going to build around, do you think, this season?
100%. I mean, those guys know that they're leading the charge in more than just performance, but in the way that they lead our guys every single day, the effort, the energy, the focus that's required to just be special, you know, like to put together special efforts. And when you do that, you can live with the results, whether or not you come out on the right side of it or not. And those guys, the thing that positions them to be leaders is, like, it's more than just words with them. It's what they do every single day. And so the body of work that they've put together in fall, spring, summer, over the course of many years is the reason why they're in the position that they are inside of our program, as kind of like standard keepers. And guys are able to look to them through what they're doing, and able to trust that, like, hey, look, if they're considered leaders on this team, like, I'm good with following those guys, because, like, I know what they've put in and I know who they're about as people, and the sacrifices they've made to be a part of what it is that we're doing. And man, those guys have made the sacrifices for us to be winning teams, even if they weren't so to speak what we would call a go-to guy or whatnot. They've played every single role that they've been given with, like, the same exact hunger and tenacity and joyfulness that, like, you want every single guy. The ownership of that role is something that they've done every step of the way, and it just so happens now that they're in a position where they're going to be called upon to come through for us, and I got no doubt that they're preparing to make sure that they're ready for that opportunity.
Does Taylor Anderson ever have a yellow light, or is he green light all the time?
I want him to shoot more. To
What's
be honest
his
with
depth?
you.
Half court? He made a shot at Oregon Tech at the end of the game. You might remember that.
I do.
A ball bounced out, and he shot it. And I thought it was, I'm an Oregon Tech guy. I thought it was a good thing because I thought there's no way he can hit that, and he drilled that thing. He's money at the end of a game, isn't he?
He's just so prepared. I can't express enough like praise in regards to the level of work that he puts in every single day. There's no player that I have more trust in to close out a game than him, and it's just because of the work that he's put in, and also just his willingness to just do whatever it is that's asked of him. And we've had many talks. He's going to be asked to close out games for us time in and time out. And I don't know if that means hitting a shot or making the play, but he's got our trust fully.
Yeah, and he's worked for it. He's earned it.
100%.
Yeah.
He's gone through every cycle of role, whether it's coming off the bench or being a guy who I barely ever take off the court.
I talked to some of his teammates or guys he went to high school at Grants Pass after a game one night, and they said he's always been like that. I mean, he'll shoot and shoot and shoot thousands of shots, and he's been like that for all, been high school and junior high, and he's always been like that. He's always been a shooter that can deliver. That's the book on him at any rate from his friends.
No, I'm glad that we have Taylor Anderson on our side. I'll just say that.
This building over here, it's what's the name of it? Your gym.
C.E. Jeffers Sports
C.E.
Center.
Jeffers. I'm sorry, I should have known that. There has been some amazing basketball teams. This was Western Baptist prior to a name change to Corban. Mm-hmm. You and I talked about, Brian Hills back in the day. You talk about a shooter. Oh. And then Eric Feige. But there's been some tremendous players and some tremendous teams who've played up here on the hill. Talk about what you expect this year.
Well, to be honest with you, I think we have an incredible core of guys. But I think we also are losing some key pieces.
Yeah.
Who before this group were foundational to where we've gone. And I think they understand that nothing's going to be given to you, and that you're going to have to earn everything you get. And what I expect from our guys is just to be relentless in their preparation to earning the right to be one of the best teams in this league. And how that plays out, like, we're going to have to go prove that, just like everybody else is. But I'm excited about the group of guys that we have that are willing to go out and put the necessary work in to prove what it is that we think we're capable of. And I don't think we are putting any limitations on what we think we're capable of. And I'm excited to see how that plays out.
Well, you're going to find out early. You and I were just talking. You're taking a trip out to Montana. I know you're playing Carroll, Montana Northern, Providence. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're going to come back from that, and you're going to know where you stand pretty fast.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's kind of part of the point, is we wanted to put ourselves in a position where, the Cascade Conference it's just brutal in regards to you play Friday and then Saturday, and you got some hard road trips. And so for us, like, our mindset is we want to put ourselves in position in the non-conference as best we can to be prepared for some of those battles that you're going to have to go out and take from people on the road. And so we've made the decision that, hey, look, we're going to go out to Montana and we're going to battle all the different adversities that come with playing on somebody's home court.
Yeah.
Any home cooking that might be there, but we're going to go out there with the intention that no matter what takes place, no matter what transpires, we're going to focus on what we can control, and we're going to make sure we do everything we can to get the results that we want.
Taylor, I really want to thank you for inviting us up here, taking us through this beautiful campus. I don't know about you. I'm hungry for basketball. I'm ready for it to start. What about you?
Oh, man, I can't wait. And Billy, I just want to say thank you for all the work and the sacrifice and just the preparation that you've put in to provide a platform for our guys and for the NAI. It doesn't go unnoticed, and it's really, really appreciated.
Well, I appreciate that a lot. That's Taylor Kelly. He's head men's basketball coach here at Corban. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
Thank you very much for supporting our podcast. Please like and subscribe. Get out to your local NAI school, because NAI basketball is the best entertainment value in America.